weighed so strongly. So I know we're gonna see that next map, and I just feel like I've been living on recharge these last couple weeks. So right now, get a couple slays right off the rip, some explosive action throughout the map. Everybody is just trying to get contention of this first hill, and the blue team just have barely scraped an inch on that point as they start to try to set up and trap Loud Whine in the, excuse me, trap eDivided, the red team, in that flowers area.
I'm loving what Jay Rizzle is doing here. He got prioritized the camo, made sure he got it, and I love the smart engagement there. He could have easily put some shots on the hill guy, but he had to have known, or at least may have known, that they were going to be spawning over at Cafe, and he would be exposing himself to shoot at somebody who can just easily take cover and not die to him. So, impressive camo play there. Ends up going down, but Loud Whine with already at the halfway point for this hill, as control switches over to eDivided now. It's 3 down briefly for Loud Whine. Let's see if OG Thick Boy can stop this hill time being had here by eDivided as he picks up a nice kill on top middle onto Joey.
Yeah, and I'm seeing a great response from eDivided as they unfortunately go down 3 members. They're kind of stuck in that lift area, and I was hoping that they would give some decent contention to push their chances of getting this first point a little further, but it just seems like Loud Whine were just able to neutralize the threat that were eDivided, just pushing that bottom mid with authority. And now Loud Whine are kind of playing with a little bit more space. You see one member in that dip area while another one is trying to contest that point. 2 members go down for the team in blue while eDivided just stay alive in that bottom mid area. And yeah, just nasty exchanges from both teams. No one's giving anybody anything for easy in this lobby.
Yeah, and here, this might just be a situation where Loud Whine's going to throw bodies at the hill, but oh, Raven with the nice camo play unfortunately gets spotted out, and the first hill goes to Loud Whine.
3 members down for eDivided right there, so it's just that organization we're seeing from the team in blue definitely coming into play. Right now we see 3 members in red bunched up. Mr. Mayhem gets the first slay on Ragdy Muffin. 2 members down for Loud Whine. eDivided finally drop 1, 2 members, 3 down for eDivided. Something that was in their favor suddenly turns into an unfortunate situation for them. I know they have 1 final straggler on that point, but it might not be enough. That team in blue is just rushing into that yard area, trying to capture the entire map control for this specific section. That yard area is so crucial right now, just locking down LR and that flower area right there. But eDivided just stuffing that point, just pushing 1 by 1, and then somehow working. Excuse me.
Sometimes that strategy works out to just all 4 bum rush the hill, strength by numbers, and if you're able to switch out in that team fight effectively, keep the people with the weaker shields in the bag, switch them out for people with more shields, you can win those big team fights a lot more easily. And here's eDivided controlling this hill now, 3 down for Loud Whine as they're coming up on spawn. They're spawning over at Cafe, blue side of the map. Barring a good push from Loud Whine, it looks like this hill is going to go in favor of eDivided. It's going to kind of hinge on keeping ledge clear and keeping market clear, and they did. So, tie game here. Both these teams, obviously very experienced with each other. They've been playing together the whole league, the whole 7 weeks. They've had time as well in the elimination bracket, and now the only other team that's played more together would have been, I'm not sure off the top of my head who this is, but it would be whichever team's in the finals, as Thick Boy just starts sniping people with a double and shuts me up. He's leading the whole lobby too with 14 kills. Very, very nice.
Yeah, it just feels like people who've been really practicing that shock rifle ever since it came out are really deadly with it. Even though they missed 2 shots, they were still close, and you can tell that head placement was there from Thick Boy as they take out Joey. Now 3 members of the team in red are trying to group up together on that point, but Thick Boy is just trying to continue to be a pest. Somehow just staying
Pushing
alive.
away. That was like sort of the perfect play you could have made there. Just stay alive as long as you can, be a total pest, keep red team from getting too much time, and I'm just casual, showing that he is absolutely not with that one-on-one battle. Good gracious, that he had no business winning that, and he did anyway.
Yeah, I'm not just casual. I think the gamer tag needs to evolve after so many reps in HRL. But the double kill by Mr. Mayhem with the nade, so that's something for the highlight reel that we potentially didn't see. We get to see a clip of that, but right there, Mr. Mayhem with the clutch plays for the team in red. eDivided 2-1 with 3 minutes left in this first map. King of the Hill. It just feels like Loud Whine are just making themselves just work a little too hard for these points. It kind of just seems like eDivided are the team with the best spawns, and now Mr. Mayhem with the camo here is going to try to work something. 2 members of the blue team are weak and should go down. One does for the killing spree, picks up the shock, and does
Trying
not
to
find
do
the
some
kills.
montage work, but getting away with the camo, getting away with the snipe, that is the overall better play. That is the overall better end game for eDivided, as Mr. Mayhem is still very much alive, and now his team has control over this hill in driveway. Right now, I would just say get someone in that hill and get them milking. Don't have Mr. Mayhem sitting here and sniping without, you know, getting some hill time in as he gets that nice stick. Unfortunately, goes down, and the positioning difference here, just where eDivided have placed themselves, they go all 4 down. Now Loud Whine is putting more time on the clock. They already had a little bit of a lead based on the spawn that they got. What I want to see here from eDivided is I want to see one nice big push. Whether you make it through snipe, whether you make it through market is up to them, but do it through one of those. Don't rush through driveway, because that is for the most vulnerable place for you to be.
Yeah, right now we may see the team in blue capture the 4th point. That is contested right there, and it's something that you want to see from eDivided. Just doesn't really turn out into their favor. Just a little staggered. Leads to the 2-2 tie.
Go to our benches hill. eDivided already putting time on that hill. I'm just casual, trying to show that he's not just his gamer tag. Then top middle wing run camo, getting the killing spree on Elfwin. He's just waiting on his camouflage there. He just wants it, just shooting at the wall to keep people from going near him. But hey, it worked. Here he is. Fortunately, does not pick up a kill, has to back away, but this is the smart play. You have camo here. You have a lot more utility staying alive than just, you know, trading out.
Yeah.
Oh
Oof,
no.
That's a little
That
unfortunate. Right
talk about a blank. Even our producer is coming in here going, talk about a blank.
Definitely.
We all know. We all have had that happen, and that our hearts go out to you.
That's tough to see right there, and it's definitely maybe something that just leads those comps if you get a little bit more energized at this point in the match. It just feels like whenever something doesn't go your way, either you lock in or you start tweaking, as they say. But
You can't
able to clutch up right now for that top mid control.
You can't let yourself tweak out when you have something like that not go your way. If you let it affect you, especially in a situation like this, it will cost you. Raggedy Muffin for Loud Whine, sitting in the benches hill, trades out, and Loud Whine takes the lead, 3-2 with just under 2 minutes remaining in game, and we go back to our hill number 1 at bottom middle.
Well, eDivided took the first 2 points, if I'm not, or we're up 2-1. And now Loud Whine are up 3-2, so excuse my memory right there, but it does go to show that eDivided are still well in this, as Mr. Mayhem picks up that shock rifle and gets the off the rack badged right there. And now is looking to maybe get a little too close to the point with that shock rifle. I know after casting with you for so long, you like to say, don't have that shock rifle in the point. So I don't know what your
Absolutely.
thoughts are on seeing
Absolutely,
that, but right
absolutely.
there, the red team still able to get a good chunk of time.
Like, especially in this situation where the next point for Loud Whine will give them this game number 1 victory. You don't want to give up those deaths. You want to keep the sniper in the power position. You want to keep slaying out the other team. Just because of the way the Halo Infinite King of the Hill works, and this goes for Oddball too, you know, the clock stops so long as someone's sitting in the hill. There's plenty. It's not like there's only 20 seconds or so on the clock. There's enough time on here to where you want to stay alive, slay out the R team, make them play keep away while the rest of your team gets into position. But here, 2 down now for Loud Whine. eDivided, getting a little bit more hill time. Oh. Working together on the dip person is Joey. Unfortunately, eDivided goes 3 down all of a sudden. Raven up in yard, but I don't know that she's going to get there in time to do much of anything. She's stayed alive for a lot longer than I was expecting, to be perfectly frank. Good on her doing that, but unfortunately it's a little bit of too little too late. Loud Whine takes your game number 1.
Yeah, and looking forward to see what
Work
happens.
together. Just kind of, as tried as it may seem and sound, it definitely does sound that way.
Yeah,
It's down
yeah.
to the basics with this map.
Uh, and I know I was kind of mentioning the brooms earlier, but I do want to mention even if eDivided go down 2 maps here, they could definitely bring us a reverse sweep, as I kind of wanted to just kind of clarify right there. If they stay competitive here in this Slayer, it feels like Loud Whine do have an opportunity now that they're up 2-0, 3-0, 4-0 to take the souls of eDivided here a little bit. I really hope we do go the distance here because eDivided are a very talented team that can just do some damage to Loud Whine, but right there, you see the team in red just staying in that red pipes area, playing their life, gets 2 slays to Loud Whine's 1 in that exchange, so just it's going to be an interesting game seeing how people set up here, but Loud Whine playing with some swagger, and definitely don't want to give eDivided anything in recognizing talented members on the opposing team.
Could not agree more, and I especially want this to go to a Game 5. A reverse sweep is always fun to see. At least as a caster. It's not so fun to be on the receiving end of, but, I think anybody can agree with that. eDivided, though, as we're yapping, bringing it back to only a 1-kill lead here. Mr. Mayhem here with us at bottom of White Tower, shooting across at Dorito. And OG Thickboy doesn't happen to get the kill, but stays alive, and eDivided takes the lead, 9-9, just for a minute. Loud Whine taking it right back as 11-9, and the thing that I would like to point out as far as eDivided getting those kills, they grouped up together, they caught out Loud Whine, and that is how they were able to pick that lead up, and get it to where it is now that it's only a 3-kill game. They need to keep on doing that as we hop on board with Raggedy Muffin. They pick up a kill in Turbine. Looking for another one at Elevator. And oh no, oh no, oh no!
Oh no. Janitor 83.
And oh my, the janitor is here.
Hopefully that doesn't create too much issues. If anything, we do have
there
the
we go.
ability to just take note of what's happening, and
They took care of that.
it seems to not be creating any lobby issues right now. Sometimes in the higher level, people want to reset, but doesn't look like it right now. Maybe just threw off the momentum from a couple players in that lobby, just seeing the random name pop up on the scoreboard right now. Thick Boy in long haul, trying to make something work. Mayhem taking out Casual Offspring with that BR.
Ooh, Mr.
That
Mayhem
BR again. Oh my.
staying
Lord.
alive. I love to see that. That is just, that's the kind of plays you want your teammates to make. That's the kind of thing that you want to see. As Mr. Mayhem now pushing over to C plat, finds another kill on Jay Rizzle. Loud Whine goes 3 down for a moment. The lead is only by 2 points, and oh, he finds another one. 1 point lead for Loud Whine, and just like I said, it is amazing sometimes how fast that lead will flip. Now I wonder if eDivided, if they know that Loud Whine is trapped over an elevator, and Mr. Mayhem is living up to his name. I am loving the route that he just took there, shooting down the shroud so that he obscures himself and can get out of there, stay alive. Just, I cannot express enough how much I love that play.
That play deserves a woo. That play definitely deserves a woo. As Alfwin and Casual go at it for the camo. Casual is able to pop it. Alfwin does not take the enemy out in time to keep the power item, but right there you see Mr. Mayhem maybe being the IGL right now, stepping up with the momentum that they're feeling in this lobby, giving out the pings, giving out the information, playing a humble life here, but is still able to get the slaves. Hasn't moved
the
much
sticky
from
launch!
The spawn.
While she's in the chat, he
still,
wants to know who's taking his move.
Still gets 3 slays, or almost 2 slays, and almost a third right there. 28-26 is the score with 7 minutes left.
I saw the outline. I saw him lining that up, and I'm like, please do it, and he did it. I'm so happy. I love seeing that. As we are approaching the halfway mark here, 29-27 is the score. Loud Whine still in the lead. It becomes 29-28, but this is where things get really crucial. This is where every single death counts just that little bit more. Now we can see Ravens poking out at people at White Tower. Lead's now tied 31-31. I really want to
seeing what's out there, trying to get ahead
Oh,
with that shock rifle, and does.
And this is what you want to see. You want to see your sniper just pick up shots. Mr. Mayhem picking up the one shot that Raven got before she was taken down. 34-32, and eDivided still maintaining control of that snipe as Joey picks up another kill, going for another one at long haul. Will he get it? No, he does not, but he backs up, stays alive, which is the far more important thing at this point in time.
I don't use this word that much, but this is some disgusting Halo we're seeing in HRL right now. Double kill right there.
Mr. Mayhem taking out camo, getting a double there. Yes, he died, but he gave better than he got, and he took out the enemy camo.
What a series. It's definitely going to go 4, if not 5 maps right now. Both teams
I'm calling it right now. I'm that confident. This is going to go the distance. This is going to go to game 5.
It's been a while since we got the game 5 in the HRL. I feel like on stream. Maybe Shio and I have gotten a couple heart attacks that I'm just, stressing about right now. 40-34, 5 minutes left. I'm trying to remember about when was the last time we went to a game 5.
It's aggressive push too from eDivided, managing to stay alive while winning a lot of these team fights with Loud Whine. Alfwin picking up another one. Mr. Mayhem picking up another kill. And this lead is steadily increasing, and Loud Whine has to be feeling the pressure because they were up for most of this game, and now all of a sudden their backs are up against the wall. Every death counting for more and more and more as Mr. Mayhem joins his teammates at gold. 2 people at glass. Jay Rizzle staying alive, and OG Thick Boy helping to take down Mr. Mayhem. This is still eDivided's lead as Thick Boy stays alive longer. Nice kill there at gold stairs. And sees another person. Will he get another one? Yes, he does, but even a good trade like that, eDivided needs just 3 kills. There needs to be 11 out of Loud Whine. Loud Whine has no more room for mistakes. eDivided can trade this out and take home the win.
Yeah, Loud Whine just scrambling. It just feels like the writing's on the wall based off that spawn. The kill assist for Mr. Mayhem. How many times have we said that name in this lobby? Pop off. Alfwin with the shot gets the nice slay.
They wanted it. They wanted it badly. And it on the double no
wild ending.
Mr. Mayhem with the final kill there. And that was a score of, and I'm sorry I didn't quite catch it, but you get average on here, and you spawn across map, and you end up being not all that useful for your team, as Mr. Mayhem here wins the opening battle against OG Thickboy for Snipe. Immediately, however, runs into 2 other players from Loud Whine and gives it right back to them. That is unfortunate, but that is how things go sometimes. Jay Rizzle here, keep an eye on I'm Just Casual with the ball. Looks like eDivided has got control of the camo. I believe it's still alive. I didn't see who grabbed it. Raven. Switch over to the camo player, which is Raven for eDivided. As she picks up 1 kill. Unfortunately, does not get the second, and then there was also a third who unfortunately took her down.
Yeah,
Mr. Mayhem
there.
trying to keep his team from getting too far down as far as the lead goes. But I'm sorry, I was interrupting you. Okay, so that's my bad.
No. I was gonna say the exact same thing. It's just Mr. Mayhem trying to anchor C plat. I feel like whenever we see lobbies that that aren't necessarily the highest level players, they're just always needing someone to step up and say, hey, we need to control C plat spawn. We need to anchor this part of the map, and it's something that we're just seeing eDivided have a good attempt in trying to do when they tried to move that ball from bottom mid to that tower, but unfortunately didn't have the slays to really do it cleanly. So that ball now is kind of stuck at that top tower. Look for Raggedy Muffin to play it. 4 down right now, and the ball doesn't get played. That should be an easy 20 seconds for the team in red, frankly. If they set up quickly and have discipline on where they go on the map, it should be about 20 to 30 seconds even of free time if they find just 1 pick right here. Thickboy needs to stay alive, but Raggedy Muffin drops off screen, and Thickboy goes down right there. It's going to be a tied game, if not the lead being taken by the team in red for this oddball on live fire.
And with them being trapped over a green, that's free time for eDivided. But now we have the camo coming up shortly, and we have a push coming in from cut side and from green side of the map, the outside of the map, as you might hear it called. Attempt from Elf1 trying to stay alive there. Mr. Mayhem picking up 2, going for a third, and he gets it, but unfortunately does not pick up the overkill, but that is okay. He goes for the ball because that is what will win you the game, not a medal.
And every time there's a pop off from Mr. Mayhem, I just want to say it, but you need to subscribe for that woo to HCS Pro Talk to really hear it with the full authority. I won't do it here. That's their thing. With the 360 though, pop off right there, gets taken out. Wearing the Christmas armor, I do want to mention that the team in red is wearing some jolly armor coatings right now, so that may be what's giving them their luck right now.
Oh, is the season. And Jay Rizzle coming up behind eDivided. Good job waiting there, keeping an eye on the map, seeing that the snipe icon disappeared. It is something a little different from older Halos, where Tower Weapons would spot on map, but you wouldn't have the nice fancy indicator on your HUD to let you know, hey, the snipe was just grabbed from its spawn. You have to be careful with that sometimes if you're the one grabbing it, because sometimes you get someone sneaking up on you, like Jay Rizzle did.
Right now, it's just interesting seeing how tight things are in this oddball. Really, both teams staying very disciplined in their lives. I don't think there's really anybody not putting in work, either through the objective or through slaying and creating space for their teammates to grab that oddball. But 2 versus 3 on the map for team in blue having the favor because their teammates respawn sooner than eDivided, but somehow Joey able to get 2 picks right there, forces the ball being played. Loud Whine go down 3 members. No, the ball just now gets played. Someone
I think I can see what he was trying to do. I think he was trying to throw the ball off and then teleport back so he doesn't fall off the map, but didn't quite hit the button in time. But the point I wanted to make is just both these teams are being a lot more cautious as far as the slay department goes. I know it's kind of early yet, in this game. We haven't yet finished round one. There's still a good just under 2.5 minutes left on the game clock. But it is kind of an interesting parallel because I feel like with Solitude, both these teams were kind of throwing bodies at each other, and Loud Whine was having an easier time with that. The Slayer game, it definitely slowed down a lot, and then it slowed down a lot more still with this oddball. You'll notice like there's for eDivided, Mr. Mayhem is leading his team with 16 kills. Loud Whine has Jay Rizzle and I'm Just Casual, but the rest of the players, there's not much slaying going on. And you gotta wonder if they're maybe feeling a little cautious. They're just trying to slow play it, especially this first round, given that regardless of who wins, you're at least going to a round number 2. I wouldn't say I necessarily agree with that, but I do understand the thinking. You're trying to not just immediately rush and give up free time for your team. Oh no, Mr. Mayhem goes down at a really crucial time, and Loud Whine will put the pin on it. There goes round 1 in favor of Loud Whine, but hey, we're going to round 2 right now.
Yeah, it's definitely quite the statement from the team in blue. eDivided kind of had that round in their favor. There were a lot of situations that could have set up and just punished Loud Whine a little bit more through just having just dominance on that oddball. I think right off the rip we're seeing, oof, nice
Setup there
shot
with
by Alfwin.
Yeah, you gotta watch those flipping nades. Oh, nice shot from I'm Just Casual. Backing away, but here's eDivided. They're going to get the camouflage. I wonder if we can switch to the camo player, whichever one of them got it. Or maybe they did not get it and it got burnt. But, oh, there we go. There we go. Mr. Mayhem has the camo. Thank you, Slick as Pie. It's Slick as always. Pick up the ball. I want you to give this to your teammate. You were so much more useful. Yes, thank you.
There it is. Ping the ball and move. Pick up that sniper. Now you have camo sniping. Rip a head off right there, Mr. Mayhem.
Amen to that. And now you got to be ready to play. Now you got to be ready to play. Be ready to throw this thing off. And yeet. Throws off the ball. Throws off the snipe. You gotta love it. And eDivided here with
the team.
Almost halfway done already. And oh, if you could see through walls, Mr. Casual, you would. Sometimes, like, oh, dude, if you had gone forward just a teeny bit, us as observers, you would see, oh, the person sitting in the drop down.
Yeah, right now, Loud Whine finally able to grab this oddball, but not for long as eDivided push in to try to contest. Raven able to get the slay, Joey able to get another slay, so now Loud Whine are in a tricky situation. They really shouldn't be holding on to this ball for much longer, as I do believe 3 members of the 4 that they had up controlling their setup go down. Raven now is at that oddball with about 70 seconds of objective work, had right now. That is some good stats right there. Some nice discipline playing the corner, staying alive, not getting average as you said. It gets to slay. Nice nade. Like,
hold that.
Just does nice damage for their teammate to continue to be a pest.
Mr. Mayhem here. He's got 3 members. Looks like actually all 4 members of Loud Whine in front of him. If he had known that, I think he would have stayed back and thrown some more nades, but sometimes you do what you can, try and keep them from getting as much time as you can manage. Sometimes that's all you can do. That's all you can expect out of yourself. Right now, eDivided, it kind of helps to have the ball there. It's kind of in a no man's land, but it's also not really a great spot for them to be congregating as eDivided goes 2 down from grenades. Loud Whine is picking up more time, but eDivided has done a much better job this round of sort of breaking their setups and keeping Loud Whine from getting a whole lot of time. What do you think? Boy, though, saying no, I want this triple kill with the snipe. Sees it, no, and he does not hit the last shot, unfortunately. That would have been just sick.
Yeah, badges on badges going out right now. Damage galore throughout this tower setup for both
When
teams. And
Fearless challenging the sniper, though.
right
Picks
there,
up a
body
double.
shot again.
Yeah, you
Gets
don't
the
need the
double.
head, just hit him in the body.
Yeah, it just feels like both teams are playing a little more disciplined this round, right? We kind of mentioned that no one is really getting the slays, but now I think we're seeing just a little bit more emphasis on getting those slays as Alfwin is trying to anchor that A plat spawn, pushes out to sandbags, looks at an enemy at that B area, goes to back B, but now 3 down for eDivided as no one was really able to win their exchanges. Now 4 down for a second. Loud Whine will be able to grab the ball here. They may be able to get the time they need to take the lead or even tie it if they get a slay or two here. No, ISO Joey off screen takes out Jay Rizzle, and this is not looking well for the team in blue, and because they're giving just time and time and time to eDivided, who are just saying thank you very much and playing simple Halo around this tower right now. Maybe you want to see that ball a little bit safer around back mud, but I won't do too much complaining as these are very talented players in this lobby. And in the heat of the moment, I'll take what you can. You'll take what you can have.
That is correct. And Mr. Mayhem here, oh no, gets seen, but I like what he's doing with the camo. Not necessarily taking the first engagement that he sees,
Oh,
rather staying alive, spotting out for his teammates, and taking engagements that will help him stay alive, help him maintain control of the camo. Throwing hands like he's playing Street Fighter, but hey, his team still has the lead. They're still putting time here on the board. And unfortunately, not able to play the ball. That's a bit of a misstep there from eDivided, as Loud Whine now has control of the ball here at back mud. It looks like Raggedy Muffin's teammates are going to spawn close by him, so we are going to have a nice tower set up from Whine, unless eDivided not only got in there, but managed to stop the play ball as well. This time they get the play ball, stop Jay Rizzle from being able to keep holding the ball longer. Right now, Loud Whine, what I want to see him do here is, yes, grab that ball, bring it over to green maybe, and just get as much milk time as you possibly can. Like, even if you're not going to get too much time on the board, just keep that ball away from eDivided. You know, you don't have to worry about getting like a span of 30 seconds here. Just keep it away from eDivided. Do not let them get back even a momentary setup because they have so little time until they win this round.
yeah, I think it's quite quite a match we're seeing right now, just because Loud Whine are refusing to give eDivided absolutely anything for free. eDivided really have to step up to the challenge that Loud Whine are setting right now. Both teams super competitive as we're seeing this oddball go to a round 3, and a nice nade by Alfwin. How many times have I said oof to a play from Alfwin? This lobby do need to tip the cap off to someone who quietly got a remote detonation that I don't think we kind of gave any credit for, that I do want to shout out, because I can just imagine the excitement that they felt to really just get that slay at this point in the playoffs. So Raven now finally grabs his ball maybe a little too quickly, but casual. I do believe goes down.
Bold.
Yeah, Jay Rizzle, 2 down for 3 down for the team in red. Loud Whine are going to take advantage of that ball being moved to C plat, and that pistol and that trigger finger by Raggedy Muffin paying off. If you can't get the perfect with the bandit, that pistol is a very viable strategy with live fire. You can just pick it up and shred.
That's definitely a bold play. I feel like it worked a little better if they had moved the ball over to green. If they had moved the ball over to green, they would have had a lot more space to work with, would have had a lot more cover to work with, and they could have milked a good 15, 20 seconds, basically uncontested, because Loud Whine was on the other side of the map at the time. What ended up happening instead is, by bringing it to dummy door, it gave Loud Whine the ball, gave them a pretty solid lead here that's increasing slowly but steadily.
Yeah.
50 points to, and counting, to 10, as OG Thickboy gets the last little scraps of time before he drops the ball. Raven here now with the snipe for eDivided. It's a body shot on a player at big door. Now this is eDivided's chance to turn things around to make things work a little bit more in their way. Nice no-scope out of Raven. Unfortunately, goes down. Now this cycle is going to end up repeating again. Loud Whine now in control of the sniper rifle, encouraging 2 players at dummy door to try and prevent eDivided from grabbing that ball.
Yeah, right now it's just a war of attrition from both teams, just seeing who has that just correct mentality to stay disciplined right now. I know it's just a frustrating game for both teams, but Thickboy with the ball, able to create a little bit of confidence in their mind with each tick of the oddball. Just seeing that lead just grow at this point in the series is just going to be a confidence booster. I keep kind of saying, whenever we see an oddball this late in the series, in HRL, we kind of mention, well, I like to mention that you can kind of take their souls in an oddball. The team that really wins this map is usually the one to take the victory in the series, just because it speaks about discipline and just the mentality that the collective team has to work together and to really not play selfish Halo. But even if I'm saying eDivided could just play a little bit better here as a collective unit, as they drop down 3 members, they can still give us a massive fight. So I do believe Empyrean CTF is next up. So we're definitely going to see that unfold to be just a crazy game. That I don't think that game is going to go to all 3 caps. Honestly, I know I'm already ideating before this game is even over, but it's definitely just a closely contested series between both teams that is just wild. Seeing everybody just pop off right now as Mr. Mayhem again gets the double kill, triple kill maybe.
He's going for it.
Teammate was there, so gets the assist.
Utterly fearless.
Yeah,
and
shout out Alfred
right now you kind of can't be timid. The R team has a incredible lead that you've got to break through, and now we're seeing a change in tactics. They're holding it over at a small window. This is kind of where I like doing it, honestly. I feel like there's a lot more cover to work with. It's a little bit less obvious to me, but let's see how eDivided can make this work as they take Loud Whine to 3 down. OG Thickboy staying alive though at big door. That's a big play from him, and it's gonna be down to eDivided to try and hunt him down, or turning the tables, moving the ball on over to tower. And this kind of ties into what I was talking about earlier about the rotations that you can do with the ball and sort of keeping people guessing on that, because while you're doing those rotations, you can keep on racking up time for your team, even when your teammates around you are fighting a very close-pitched player battle. But it doesn't look like it worked out the way eDivided wanted to. Loud Whine was able to get the ball carrier down, and 10 seconds away. That's going to be all she wrote for eDivided, unless they can get this next ball break, and unless they can just keep the ball away from Loud Whine. It sounds silly, but yes, that it is a game of keep away, and unfortunately, it doesn't look like eDivided is in position. 3, 2, 1. We're going to hit flag now as Loud Whine goes up 2-1 in the series, and 2-1 take control of the Rockets. Work from there to get control of Overshield and Snipes. A lot of people will go for the sniper first, but I like get the Rockets first, get the Overshield next. As Mr. Mayhem with this really aggressive push with the Rockets. I'm not sure how that was not a kill, I'll be perfectly honest, but he had a good idea there. Push in, get the enemy sniper out of their hands, but unfortunately just could not convert the kill there. Both snipers now in long haul, and the thing that I really want to see as this sniper duel commences between Jay Rizzle and I believe is... Who has the enemy sniper on the other team? Oh,
Ooh.
it's Elfwin, as we see there. Nice shot. But what I was going to say is, if I were the other sniper there, as Thick Boy responds right back, I would actually say I want to relocate. I don't want to be down long haul all day trying to win a sniper duel. I'd want to relocate, get a couple kills on the enemy team, and then let my teammates shoot the enemy sniper, and then maybe I can pick him up on the body. Oh, as the long haul push gets seen. Production saying thought it was going to be a Quigley. I thought that was going to be the case too, which if you've not seen a Quigley medal, that is where you get multiple kills for one snipe bullet. It's a buy one, get one deal.
Black Friday just passed, and we're still thinking about those deals. Oh my lord, holiday season is still in full swing.
It's like buying a car. There's always a deal somewhere at some time.
Right now, it's definitely interesting seeing how both teams play here. I think Loud Whine are able to get into the enemy base a little bit more efficiently. I think Thick Boy is just doing a good job of just being a pest, backing the red team into their flag spawn. J-Razor gets a slay. They should be able to get another kill here. Mayhem goes down by the hands of OG. I don't know if that's Optic Gaming, Thick Boy, but does get 3 down for eDivided as they move that flag. Oh, does not get the juggle. I saw them miss that, and I was like, how many times have I missed that? My flag juggles recently haven't been practicing that too much. I think this is another one, but has the teammate right there to do the Lord's work, as I like to say. Rockets up, OS up. It should be an interesting little engagement as we see.
Hold on.
Ooh.
Hold on. Hold on. We got eDivided in the enemy base with the overshield. And
oh my lord.
No.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, runs into the rocket player, and Loud Whine on the board now. Keeping us on the edge of our seat here, eDivided. That could have easily, just one missed shot away was all it took for Loud Whine to come out with that cap. These teams are incredibly evenly matched, even though the match score is 2-1 in favor of Loud Whine.
Making us stress out about just simple little flag juggles that should be, easy to accomplish, but in the heat of the moment, it just gets you stressed when you just mess that up. It's like, oh, it's the worst feeling in the world, but right there, it's the best feeling in the world as we see Jay Rizzle take out Alfwin with a nice headshot from the sniper. They're trying to utilize once again at Terminal. I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of seeing that Terminal snipe. I really like long haul, that long haul area for having that sniper really lay out the most amount of damage, but they're playing their life very patiently here. 2057, doing the best that they can. Continue to be a pest here. I always say that word pest, but it really is about milking your life. Just continuing to just be a nuisance onto the other team. Is 3, maybe? Oh. Yep, that was 3 down for a second. 2 are up. 3 down once again for eDivided. Blue team should have the advantage here to move the enemy flag here through long haul. There should be another cap unless something goes terribly wrong. Casual gets it in. I am not just Casual, doing a good job of not living up to his gamer tag, I guess, but power items up once again.
And looks like actually a third flag. I was trying to be moved by eDivided. Unfortunately, not able to get it anywhere. Right now, if you're eDivided, the thing that I want to see is you got to sort of mentally reset. You can't just beeline people in one at a time and keep beating the other team. Especially with rockets in hand for Loud Whine, you need to essentially try and focus the rocket player, get them killed, and then from there just sort of get a couple more picks, get the R team out of the base, and move on from there. Get control of the map again. Just slowly push in. You can't afford a mistake right now.
And right now, 2-0 in favor for Loud Whine. Not affording a mistake. Definitely needs to start searching for those deals at Walmart because they can't afford anything right now. I'm not trying to be I'm just trying to say that it's just
Oh
tough
dear.
for eDivided to come back in this series down 2 flags. And this could be all she wrote for the last 5 minutes potentially of this series. And I know that it's just been amazing fun watching everybody compete here. And we're making some nice comments or some good jokes here, and I hope it's all in good fun just because it's a testament to everybody's passion. The fact that we're still here. Nice killing spree from Casual. Nice little highlight reel this map from the player that we like to see so consistently in the HRL, wearing that 5 and the SSG bandit skin if I'm not mistaken. Does not get to slay, but has a teammate to help.
The thing with Loud Whine too is, if you're them, you want to keep the pressure up. You can't get complacent. You can't just say, "Oh, we're just gonna slay him out. We're just gonna slay him out and add our stats a little bit." If you do that, you're setting yourself up for failure. You gotta just keep that same discipline they were having earlier in the game, because now here you are 3 down, and this is essentially a dead flag. Jay Rizzle can stay alive in the eDivided's Mauler as a pest. Gotta love that term sometimes, but although yes, this does play to Loud Whine's advantage. eDivided, that push, they did come out ahead. They stopped the flag run. They got Loud Whine out of their base. They stopped the rockets from having much of an effect. But they need to maintain control of the map, and they also now have a bit of a dilemma because now they're hearing flag taken. Jay Rizzle running around in their base, and he doesn't have to run this flag. In fact, he really shouldn't. His teammates are not anywhere near him. But what he's doing right now, just sort of roaming around, picking up the odd kill here or there. That's great. That runs down the clock in Loud Whine's favor.
And right now, it's just a little bit of that. I can see that panic starting to set in, and eDivided kind of late night vibes, really sweaty lobby. That exhaustion and fatigue might be setting in for that team in red, while Loud Whine are ready to stay locked in and qualify for the championship game next week, I do believe, for the mixed league that we're seeing unfold right in front of our eyes right now. I do want to remind our viewers that this is the later stages of the bracket, so they are playing for a lot of glory right now. And loser does go home. Thank you, production, for reminding me of that detail. So, unfortunately, Loud Whine, or fortunately for Loud Whine, excuse me, and unfortunately for eDivided, this could be a very stressful 2 minutes for the team in red to secure their spot in the next round.
Especially with a larger map like Empyrean or Pit. I'm sorry, I'm calling it Pit. Exercising my right to do so. This is a very large map. They need a lot more time. You need a lot more time to run a flag. And very nice win there from ISO Joey. But here we are, Loud Whine pulling eDivided's flag, and there's almost 2 minutes remaining in the game time. And now they have the flag crossing the 50-yard mark for them. It's basically just going to come down to this. Can Loud Whine get their flag returned? No, they don't. But eDivided also does not get the return. And Raggedy Muffin doing his best to get it back. It looks like that is going to be all she wrote. Loud Whine's flag returns. No one in eDivided is in position to stop it, and flag number 3 goes in. Loud Whine takes the series 3-1.
Yeah,